Right. So we actually had a wonderful day and a half here in New York, hosted by Verizon, and we were exposed to some great products, really interesting content, and some fun campaigns that you will be seeing soon in the consumer space. And I wanted to ask Renee Ross. You are Renee J.
J.
Ross.
Ross. Yes.
Renee J. Ross on Twitter. She spent a day and a half here with us as well. And yeah, I just wanted to see what were your favorite segments of the content this past day and a half.
Well, I think a lot of people know about Verizon as this big wireless company, Fios, et cetera. But I think one of the things they don't know is what Verizon does around corporate social responsibility. And they do so many great things in the community around STEM. They have an app contest for middle schoolers. They provide technology for schools that do not have access. They have a program with young African American children, men, specifically boys, and they go to HBCUs and they learn about STEM and about research and how that's possibly a career path that they can take, which is definitely something considering all that has happened around race relations in the States. And the whole corporate social responsibility really is the thing that stuck out. One of my favorite parts of social responsibility that I was already aware of was the Hope Line and the fact that they provide cell phones and also support for women and men who are victims or survivors of domestic violence. And anyone can donate a phone at any Verizon store, and those phones can be repurposed, or Verizon will provide a phone to those individuals who are survivors. And so the type of work that Verizon is doing in the community really sticks out because we know a lot about products and things, but we don't hear so much about what they're doing, and what they're doing definitely is commendable.
Yeah, and what I've always liked is they're not just programs that run once or for a couple months. Hopeline, I know, is a program that has been running for years. Just for everyone, if you are interested in your high school joining, or I guess also the middle schools, joining the Verizon App Challenge, you can still enter your school. And all they need to do, actually, is have an idea. Kids don't need to know how to code. Or any of that. Verizon will actually bring the MIT Media Lab team to help the kids code and design these apps that they have the ideas for, and actually coach them on how to do that and enter the competition. So.
Right, and that's really good because one of the schools that won, I believe, was in Texas, and there was a group of young girls, and one of the students at the school was a blind student, and he was trying to navigate the hallways. And the girls thought, let's come up with an app that will help him guide and, be guided through the hallways. And these students were not A students, and they may not necessarily have been people who excelled in the sciences, but their app idea won, and the MIT students came and taught them how to actually develop this app. And not only were the children developers, but they also were entrepreneurs because they were able to sell that app. And so it's a wonderful opportunity for young people to get an idea, see it through to fruition, and perhaps become entrepreneurs and have a lifetime of positive repercussions as a result of what they came up with as teenagers and young people. So.
Right, so true. And imagine spending some time with the MIT Media Lab teams, learning from them. I mean, that's education that is very, very hard to get otherwise. So really, really excited about the corporate responsibility. I'm glad you enjoyed that part. I wanted just to have you tell us what your blog is so everyone can join your blog and follow you there as well.
Okay, my blog is Cutie Booty Cakes. I really like Periscope, though, and I'm Renee J. Ross across all social media platforms, so you should check me on Periscope and follow me there. I scope about having a fit, fab, and fun life, so I'm into fitness. I've lost over 50 pounds, and I talk about healthy living tips and weight loss tips because I've kept it off for 5 years now. And so I think people can lose weight, but they don't know how to maintain it, and so I talk about that. And then Fab, I love to wear makeup and I love to dress fabulously. And so I like to share some things. And I've had an opportunity to work with Verizon and cover New York Fashion Week as well as a fashion show during Grammy weekend in LA. So that's been a really great opportunity for me as well. And then finally, fun opportunities like this and sharing what I've learned here from Verizon and other places that I go are really all that I blog and vlog about. I'm pretty much a lifestyle vlogger, and I love sharing my life, and I love having the opportunity to bring other people and engage with them as a result of the opportunities that have come my way.
Well, you're absolutely a pleasure to know, and obviously also a fabulous interviewee. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to invite one more person on the team. Thanks so much, Renee.
Thank you.
We're going to get a slightly different perspective from this last couple days.
Hello.
And so, please, everyone, meet George Corey. And your Twitter ID for everyone to know?
At Mr. George Corey. Last name is spelled Khouri. You can always just call me Mr. GK. Nice and simple.
Yes, actually based in Los Angeles, right?
LA. I'm actually in LA, in Hollywood, right in the middle of all the awesomeness. Filming.
Yes, you recently did a very interesting spoof on that Drake video.
Yes. Just to clear the record, I'm not Drake, but I do have a Drake parody that's out now on YouTube. Search the Hotline Bling parody with Bart Baker, and you'll see me in it. We did 3 million views the first week, and it's still counting, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Okay, I wanted to ask you what you thought was your favorite part of the summit.
So my summit had a lot of favorite parts. I'm a huge foodie. Find me on Yelp. I love the Italian food all the way through. Probably gained 10 pounds, but it is hiding in my tea blazer right now. My favorite part was really getting the perspective from the multiple facets and branches of Verizon. Internally on our team, we have a wonderful lady named Beth, who's a director of content control. Is it content
Strategy?
Strategy, control strategy, same thing. If your strategy is controlling people, I don't know, that could work. And she really delved into branding yourself and having authenticity as ambassadors of Verizon. But I think it also applies to users all across social media. If you really want to get people to know you and have clear communication with people, always remember to be genuine and be yourself. And Beth emphasized that. And I also enjoyed the innovation program that Verizon has. So for new startup companies in LA, they are calling Santa Monica right now Silicon Beach. So there's a lot of new startup tech companies. And what Verizon has done is they've been using their 4G LTE network to power all these new technologies, to have wireless capabilities. And I saw just how forward-thinking and actually what I really liked, how risk-taking Verizon is as a company. And that was even reflected in the community outreach. I'm going to echo some of what Renee said. But what Verizon does in their community outreach is they take on some issues or programs that other companies may shy away from, such as domestic violence. It's something that people don't really want to confront or get into, and Verizon is providing a strong support for that. And it just made me appreciate how diverse and forward-thinking Verizon is as a company.
Oh, I was glad you had a good time. What are you excited for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, well, we already mentioned the food, but what I'm excited about this Thanksgiving is staying on my couch in my apartment and just receiving everything that Verizon has to offer right now. And there's ways to do it, people.
There's a lot.
You know, if you don't want to go out and buy gifts for people, you want to get it done fast, you can just go download the Verizon Messenger app. And you can actually send gift cards from that app to even non-Verizon users. And we've all been to CVS in the middle of the night, at least I have, Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving Eve, Hanukkah Eve, whatever Eve you have. And we've rolled into CVS because we were too lazy to go shopping in time. We don't want to wait in the lines. And we go through this gift card, I don't know what it is. I want to call it like a matrix table or something. And then you get overwhelmed. You have to go all the way to the pharmacy and back. Guess what? You can do it from your phone right now. Download that Verizon Messenger app. Look at the gift cards. We have anything from restaurants to convenience stores. And they're things that you see at the pharmacy, you now get at the comfort and convenience of your phone, and you could send them right off.
Very cool. It's Verizon Messages.
Yes,
for
exactly.
Sure. Yeah, excellent. And do you remember all of the things that Verizon's going to do on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
The ones that I'm allowed to talk about or not allowed to talk about? Because I know some top secret
right?
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
You learned some top secrets.
I did.
But the one that's not top secret.
Okay.
What's the URL that you see there, Sarah? Is
VerizonWireless.com/Thanksgiving.
right. So what you have to do is just go to VerizonWireless.com and
Well, there's more.
/Thanksgetting.
Yeah.
Get it?
And that
Thanksgiving,
includes,
Thanksgetting.
we have the Pandora, the Lyft, lots of incentives for you. For if you happen to be stuck in an airport while traveling and you want to stream music, we're going to give you an hour of that on Pandora. You want a Lyft ride? We got you on $20. I know how much a cab costs to get back and forth to the airport. And is there more here? Oh, you could sign up. You could put your email on that website and sign up.
Yeah, and then they'll remind you of that. But the idea here is seeing that that is such a crazy day for everyone, whether you're traveling or not. It's the biggest travel day of the year across the board, but also It's a crazy time. I know I'm cooking and running around because I always forget at least 5 of the ingredients that I really should have thought of in the first place. And it's a way from Verizon to help us have a little less stress.
Yeah.
As you said, stuck somewhere in an airport, listen to music. So enjoy some of those free things that we will be receiving from Verizon on that day. And yes, I want to thank everyone for joining us. We do have a winner of the Droid Turbo today. We are going to announce it, and we are actually not going to have a chat, as you all know, Friday of Thanksgiving, but we will be coming back the week after with another edition of the Verizon VZWBuzz chat and recap. And today's winner of the Droid Turbo on the recap is at KK Schwartz 2009. Congratulations. Please make sure you give us your shipping information, and we will make sure you receive this before Thanksgiving.
And just so you know, you could charge the entire battery in 15 minutes and have 13 hours of talk time. How fabulous.
And you can drop it, right? You can drop it.
Yeah, you could drop
from
it.
a lot of places.
And the screen won't shatter.
It's shatterproof.
We ain't promising no scratches. We ain't promising that you won't be emotionally disturbed, but no shattering.
And I want to introduce to you a future host of the Verizon VZWBuzz recaps, Mr. George Corey.
Mr. GK.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next week. And I want to thank all of Verizon's influencers, those that are on Twitter and those that are here physically. We love you and thank you so much for your support.
Happy
Thanks,
Thanksgiving.
everyone. Bye.